And this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog program, or network, whichever one you wish to call it. We're on the air from now until 5 Eastern Daylight Time, and we are recording. So if you have a radio you want to check out, you'll give us a shout, and we'll be recording it and then post it up on YouTube in a couple of days, so you'll be able to go there and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, and that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page. And on that page, hopefully on the front page, we'll have this edition of Qso-Vlog, which will be entitled My Group Air Check 4/26/19. Hopefully, with any luck at all, that 4/16/19 will be today's date. So you'll be looking for My Group Air Check 4/26/19. And right now, we're going to check in with Charlie up towards the Canadian border there, K1GZL. Charlie, you got a copy?
K1GZL. Charlie, you got a copy?
Oh, yeah. You're running S9 direct from your QT8. I would imagine if I had an SDR going, it would be better. Yeah, it's a rainy day, rain off and on, nothing really heavy, just rainy. Temperatures way up in the low 40s. 2 days ago, we hit 71. Cast out some heat frustration. I wonder which SDR you're copying me better on, KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger. Well, I haven't really had a chance to run them all. Kind of hanging by the seat of my pants as normal. But the last one was Rochester, New York, and it sounded pretty good. And then when you come back this time, I'm running 4 SDRs this time, 2 notepads there, and 2 PCs. So running 4 SDRs plus my local antenna. So Charlie, come back and I'll run the SDRs and see which one is better. Roger.
The SDRs and see which one is better. Roger.
Okay, Roger, static on, but you're overrunning it. You are overrunning it. Correct.
PCs, getting 4 SDRs, my local antenna. So Charlie, come back. I'll run the SDRs and see which one is better. Roger.
Okay, go ahead, Jim, and say which one was better. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger. Looks like Rochester's got it this afternoon for the moment. You know, it's amazing how things shift around. You can't just pick out one SDR and say that's it, because in 10-15 minutes, it will have shifted to another SDR with a better signal. Roger.
To another SDR with a better signal. Roger.
Oh, yeah. That's the way it goes. That's called propagational changes, and boy, when we get propagational changes, we have to go with it, Jim. But your good copy direct. There is a lot of Queen Roger Nancy, a lot of static, but we're probably bouncing 2 or 3 times just to get out to you. As a first bounce, probably in southern New York State, and and out from Rochester on out. But if you were listening much closer than Rochester, I would be skipping right over. So these are in summer conditions. Go ahead.
Roger, Charlie. Do you know what the distance of the bounces are? Are they all the same spacing as far as mileage is concerned?
Spacing as far as mileage is concerned?
It's hard to say. It's very hard to say on the spacing of the bounces. They should be fairly uniform. For instance, if you're on 20 meters and you're going from the east coast to the west coast, to get the absolute maximum out there, I think the double bounce is the best on 20. In other words, out into Iowa from here, and then the second bounce into Los Angeles or San Francisco. However, on this span, you get a little bit more high angle, and in the early evening or at the right time of the evening, probably 3 or 4 bounces of about 700 miles apiece seems to work better. But on long haul, like from here to Australia, I've come to the conclusion, Jim, that between 10 and 15 degrees above the horizon would be the best propagation. Some argue that a lower angle is better. It might be at times, but whatever the band wants to handle, like 80 meters, 75, 80 meters, if, for instance, you're working into, say, Europe, many times, and the band is handling the higher angles more so than lower. So you might be bouncing 6 times to England, 6 times to get into England, or 5 times with 800 miles skips between them. They do vary. Of course, the height of the ionosphere is important, Jim. Go ahead.
Roger that. And that mileage between skips varies by the frequency also?
Varies by the frequency also?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it does. Longer. Normally, there are exceptions. It's sporadic. But sporadic 80 miles above the horizon, 75, 80 miles above the horizon. The F layer, 150, 180 miles up. But the time of year has a lot to do with it also. Now, 20 meters has, and also this thing here on 40. Short skip in the early morning hours. Summer, an awful lot of it. And when you get a sporadic decline, which is about approximately half the height of the F layer, you're trying to work long distance DX. If that sporadic E cloud gets in the way, it's going to cut down the propagation on the long haul. Go ahead. We have to get rid of the sporadic.
Roger, Charlie. Well, gosh, our conditions just shifted around, and I couldn't find any good SDR that time. I even tried Ontario. I thought that maybe, might be a possibility, but even that was closed. So 40 strikes again, Roger.
40 strikes again, Roger.
Okay, were you able to pick up my last transmission?
Most of it, but it was it did have some holes because of fades, Roger.
It has some holes because of fades, Roger.
Okay, you're solid. You're solid directly from the Louisville area. Running line. Indiana there. You're absolutely C5 direct on a damaged antenna here. Oh, I hope I can get this fixed soon. So look, Jim, I'll let you carry on with other stations. I can hear a couple in the background trying to break in there. So I'll say the very best and hopefully catch you next Friday. Now, there may be a couple of weeks or more that I'm off because the antenna repairing is trying to repair it, let's put it that way. But it's always good to hear you, Jim. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Roger, Charlie. Okay, sir. Thanks for contributing, and we will be talking with you, all things equal, maybe next week. It just depends on the situation. We say threes up that way. You have a real good afternoon and a great weekend, and hopefully we'll be getting some good weather coming along, consistently good weather that you might be able to be good at getting that antenna back in shape, get the right sledgehammer and kind of force it into correct direction. So threes for now, Charlie, and we'll catch you next week. This is KC9VKV, the Qso-Vlog network. From now until 5, we're recording live. So if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout, KC9VKV.